right, guys. So I'm sitting outside. I know you can hear the birds chirping, things like that. I'm here to bring you another video. I'm sorry that I haven't been bringing you more content more often. Things are a little hectic right now. I'm building the channel up, trying to get my subscribers up, trying to, do this full time. Recently, if you've seen, I posted a video that I am officially a part of the YouTube partner program, which is a good thing. I'm happy about that. I just need the channel to just grow a little bit more so that I'm able to do this full time, because I would love to do it full time and bring you guys content full time, and just keep the learning going, keep the positive thinking going, keep the positive talk going, keep the real talk going, not giving you the fluffy shit that everybody else is giving you, because I'm not about that life. I'm about giving it to you real, deliver the real information, deliver the real things that you need to know about this industry. I'm not here to give you anything that is a lie or anything close to a lie, or I'm not even trying to bend the truth. I just want to give you the truth. Sometimes the truth, people are not able to take the truth because it's too real for them. And sometimes it could be too truthful that it's hard to believe, right? So it's that, oh shit moment. And no, that's not true. It can't be, right? But not because you think it's not true doesn't mean that it's not true, right? A lot of things that I tell you is just factual things. The proof is in the numbers. That's all I gotta say. I'm going to be also launching a membership program, or however you want to call it, right? I'm going to be doing that. The membership is not going to be costing a whole bunch of money. And the membership is really for me to just be able to keep the lights on, right? That's all it is. The membership is probably going to be priced around $2 a month, nothing more, because I don't want your money for anything. I'm not going to be giving you any information that it's like exclusive. I watch other channels and they have membership programs that they have, and they want people to pay $5 and $10 a month, some even more, and they're acting like they're giving you some exclusive. There's no exclusive information none of these people have, because none of them have any inside scoop on anything. They're not bringing you anything that's really worth you paying them that much money, right? So the money I want to charge basically is to just keep the lights on in this motherfucker. That's it. It's $2. That's it. And I'm probably going to also be launching some merch, right? But my merch, when I launch it, is going to be some dope shit. It ain't going to be no whack shit. Like, I also see other people, they have merch and they shit is whack. Like, the shit I'm going to do, you're going to probably want to wear that shit every day, because I'm going to do some dope shit. Like, that's really it. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that. I'm not trying to make myself seem big, but when it comes to doing those designs for t-shirts and stuff, yeah, I have that. I could do that. I does that. All right. But on today's video, I'm going to be showing you a clip of a guy that has family in Venezuela. And he's going to be talking about how he used Ethereum. Well, no, I'm sorry. He mined Ethereum, and the fees for Ethereum was expensive. And he then found out about XRP and started using XRP. So we're going to take a look at the clip right now. Pay attention, people. It is realer than real. This stuff is real, man. It's real. All right, let's take a look at the clip.
But would you go back over and explain about the how people use currency in Venezuela.
Sure. What happened is, I used to mine Ethereum back in 2015. So in order for me to support my family, to send money over across seas, I used to send Ethereum, and the fee was too high.
Right.
Not as high as Western Union or MoneyGram, but it's still high.
Right.
So I figured it out. If I mine Ethereum, swap it to XRP, send it to Venezuela,
To your family.
peer-to-peer, sell it in Tether, they could afford to buy food and live.
That's incredible.
Because in Venezuela, they're all digital.
Right now.
Right now.
Well, 90%.
90% is right.
And you were saying about how easy it is to use and how about your grandmother.
Well, back in the days, it was hard.
Right.
Now everybody uses
yeah.
cryptocurrency.
And they
because
don't
it's
use
simple.
any paper currency.
They do,
But
but
not.
very little. It's too much. Like, let's say you have $1, it's like 10,000 of our money. Just to give you an example, I don't have on top of my head how much it is, but that's like a pack of money like this big. In order for buy a lollipop,
Right.
imagine you buying a lollipop and give him like a pack of money.
Right.
It's very hard. So.
You were saying about how easy it is to use and how about your grandmother.
Well, back in the days, it was hard.
Right.
Now everybody uses
yeah.
cryptocurrency.
And they
because
don't
it's
use
simple.
any paper currency.
They do,
But
but
not.
very little. It's too much. Like, let's say you have $1, it's like 10,000 of our money. Just to give you an example, I don't have on top of my head how much it is, but that's like a pack of money like this big. In order for buy a lollipop,
Right.
imagine you buying a lollipop and give him like a pack of money.
Right.
It's very hard. So it's easy for them to use a QR code and just pay with Tether, or USDC. I wish they adapt XRP.
How has the older generation adapted to the digital currency?
Well, they had to adapt because it's the only way.
Right, yeah.
So if they want to go to the supermarket, they need
You
to
heard
learn
it.
how to use
He said
a
that
wallet.
It's been a
he was
challenge.
mining
No, because
ETH,
finance
and the
makes it
fees for ETH
They have a
was
Visa
too
card and
expensive.
everything.
It wasn't
Well, would
as
you go
much
back
as
over
Western
and explain-
as sending his money Western Union to his family, but it was expensive. He found XRP and he started using XRP and it was cheaper. Now, if that's not enough proof as to the power of XRP, I don't know what is. And by the way, when he said that the fees for ETH wasn't as expensive as it was to use Western Union, that one really had me puzzled because I'm like, Western Union is that friggin' expensive? Like, I couldn't even believe it. I could not believe that Western Union was that expensive to send money to Venezuela. You know, I have family in the Caribbean as well, sent money to the Caribbean, but I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember how much it cost to send the money. But just to know that ETH was that expensive to send, and the guy had his family that he just wanted to send money to, so that they can buy food. So sending the money through XRP, they were able to buy food and they were able to survive. They were able to live. So he mined the he mined the ETH here and then converted it to XRP. And he was able to take care of his family in Venezuela. That within itself, again, it just shouts and screams value upon value, right? He even said that, and this is something that I have been seeing a lot, that they don't even use cash. Like 90% of the people there use cards. And I've been hearing about this for the last week, that there's a lot of countries that are no longer using cash. So they're not using American cash. They're not using the USDC. The USDC. They're not using the USD. And they're not using their own country's cash money. Everyone is using some form of digital payments. They're using cards. They're using QR codes, right? That's what they're using to do transactions. If you guys still think that this is going to take a long time, I am telling you, you're very highly misinformed. It is not going to be 2020. It's not going to be 2030 like some people has been saying. It is not. The shit is happening now. There's a lot of countries that has turned their economies around. One example of that, if you don't know, is Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. That's the place in Africa. It's a country in Africa. They have changed their economy using digital payment systems, total digital payment systems. So I think you guys need to really start to really pay attention to different things, but we're not going to take a long time with this. We're really not. He said 90% of the people in Venezuela uses digital payments. They don't use cash. And did you also see, sorry, I'm excited here. Did you also see, he said that in order to buy a lollipop, okay, they needed to basically walk around with I would say it looked like a sneaker box full of money just to buy one lollipop. I mean, could you imagine that? Could you imagine having to walk around with that much cash just to buy a lollipop? If you needed to buy groceries, you would have to probably walk around with 2 suitcases full of cash to be able to buy groceries. And it wouldn't even be a lot. That's how bad their currency was and probably still is. And what we also have to understand is that their currency is bad like that because of the US dollar, which is why a lot of countries want to get away from using the US dollar, because the US dollar has brought their economies down. It has made their economies' money, their country's money, worthless. I'm not mad at no one that is the president of any country that wants to get away from using the US dollar. I'm not mad at them. I think it's only right and I think it's fair. I think that everyone should have an opportunity to be able to have their own currency be worth something so that they can interact with other countries and do business. I personally think it's fair. I think that it's unfair that countries depend on the US dollar to do business outside of their country. I really find that to be unfair. And I think that it's time for it to be a level playing ground, something more fair for everyone, right? Now, I know we like to say life is not fair. Yeah, life is not fair. However, if we can change it and make it better for other people, then I think we should. Because for people to live in poverty because of the US, that's not fair. One country should not be able to have other countries living in poverty. Think about that. Right now, our economy is suffering because our government is not doing the right thing by us, which is not fair to us. We're suffering because of the greedy people that run the government, which is not fair. It's very much unfair, right? But that's because they want to take control of the crypto market and be able to dictate what happens and goes on in the crypto market, which is not fair. And I'm getting a little away from myself, but I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? And the fact that the guy in the video, he spoke about his family in Venezuela. He said that, it was asked to him, how did the old people adapt and adjust to this new way of spending money? And he said that they had to adjust if they wanted to be able to have money to spend, right? He said they had to. They were forced to do it, which is okay. It's not anything bad. So they were forced to do it, and they did it. And he said that Binance made it very easy because They provided the people with Visa cards to be able to spend the money. So if you're in America, let's say, for example, and you send money to your family members in, let's say, Venezuela, you can send it directly to them and they can get it on their Visa card and do what they need to do. That makes life that much easier. No middleman involved. You can send it directly to the person that you want to send it to and get your business done. I think that is a win-win for everyone, right? I think the banks need to wake up and the banks need to understand that there's a new way to do things and it's not the way that they're doing it right now. There's a new and more efficient way to do things. But the banks want to be able to have control. I mean, at the moment, Visa, MasterCard, they're on their game right now because why? They're a part of it. They are a part of it. Visa, MasterCard, they have deals with so many different crypto companies. It's not even funny. Like from ZBEC to Stronghold SHX to XRP to XLM to XDC to Cardano. I mean, Visa is very much partnered up with a lot of crypto blockchain companies. All right. So again, people, it is not taking a long time. It is not. It is here and it is very much in full effect, whether you believe it or not. We're not seeing it here in America because of all of the foolishness that's going on, you know, with them wanting to pass all of these laws just to have people use money. And it's all because they just want to control it, right? But it's very much in full effect all around the world. I can bring you a lot more content. Let me know. I can bring you some content showing you and pointing out other countries that are using blockchain technology. The people there are using it, right? But that's it for today, for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Also, before I go, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And also, if you were subscribed, please make sure that you are still subscribed because YouTube has been taking a lot of my subscribers away. So please make sure that you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Again, I'm going to see you on the next one. I'm Thomas Bain. I'm out.